Reaction47 signing on this a scattered, showered Sunday afternoon. This next session is going to be on one of the greatest scams that we all get suckered into, and that's credit cards. Let's check out the greatest scam there is, credit cards. Go to widestream, full screen. Let's try it out with Cracked here with Roger Horton. Probably Horton card he's gonna mention. Nope, it didn't take. Hold on. There it is.
Want to have money without having money? Want to go to stores and get things because you want them? Then use my Horton card. It's reliable, it's no fuss, it's a fancy plastic IOU card that will have you swimming in debt for the rest of your and your offspring's life. And to make sure you feel comfortable with spending money you don't have, we'll use this comedian to make you feel like it's no big thing.
I'm from that TV show that's doing reasonably well, so I've got a sense of humor about spending money on stuff I don't need. Just charge my card, buddy. Whatever, it doesn't really matter to me because I'm mostly excited to get cash back.
Relatable.
I know.
Why use gross paper covered with pictures of dead guys when you can use my square piece of dinosaur carcass with numbers on it? In fact, nowadays, you have to have a square of recycled soda bottle, because how else would you even be able to purchase your online subscription to watching what used to be free? Or paying for an expensive education that won't lead to a job. Really, any financial milestone. That's right. To get a roof over your head, you need to earn credit, which is really just showing you own a little square that you have to pay off continually. Somehow that's what makes you trustworthy and shows you're good with money. We've made it impossible to live without our plastic number swiper. We're putting chips in some of them now.
Yep, they drop chips in them now for the illusion of security. And I've been told recently, within the past few years, that credit is good as cash.
Look at that. It's kind of a pain in the ass. Also a pain in the ass? You can't even use these everywhere. You can use it in some places that pay me to accept your card. Otherwise, you can just use money, which is what people who are taking your money would prefer. I'm an expensive middleman who's charging everyone extra for using my plastic cutout.
Oh yeah, that's a guaranteed truth, that different card providers are going to charge a different fee for using the card. Actually, I think American Express is one of the worst ones, charging as much as 6 or 7% per transaction.
Also, you'll probably need a different swipey swiper when my card doesn't work at one place where another one does work. Is it harder to keep track of how much you're spending when you don't physically see the presidentially decorated paper strips leaving your hands?
Oh yes, they have done studies that show that if you've got one of these little plastic cards and go swipey, it's way easier to overspend when you don't have the dollar bills to back it up.
We're counting on it, especially when we encourage you to go paperless. We'll say it's for the environment, but it's really because we know if we send you emails of the charges you made, you'll only skim the email, if you're reading them at all. Here's where it gets fun for me and...
Yeah, paperless is just a ploy for you to not see your actual numbers.
Exclusively no one else. We made it so the longer it takes for you to be able to pay us back on time, the more money you'll rack up in interest, and the harder it'll be to pay off. And doesn't that sound like it should be illegal? It's not, it's interest.
It's not.
Interest is a random percentage we charge you because you made charges. This is going to get pretty technical and pretty crimey, so let's look at a graph. If you're the average American credit card holder, then you owe more than $10,000 in debt. Let's say your interest rate is 24.99% and you're paying off just the minimum because times are tough, or, because times are normal. That means that in 10 years, you'll have paid more than $26,000 and still owe over $11,000 more, and that's just 10 years. After 50 years, you'll have paid $165,729 and still owe more than $17,000. So you will always owe me money. But the more you use our card, the more worthless things we'll give you. All right, yes, let's hear it for stuff, or even better than stuff, cash.
And then we'll have a yard sale to get rid of it all. Oh, and then he's going to talk about cash back. Yes, let's listen to the ploy of cash back.
Which is just a tiny portion of money that you'll use to pay off the debt. But of course, you'll never see actual money. The more you charge, the more cash back we give you.
And then you'll use the cash back to do your minimum payment.
It's like you're digging a hole, and we throw in a handful of dirt to help you get out of the hole, but only after you dig 5...
Yeah, you need to go 5 more feet before you help you out.
feet deeper. If you're worried you might not be able to pay off this credit card, we'll encourage you to get another card to pay off that one, and then another to pay off that one. The more credit cards, the more you have to pay, and the more you owe us. It's literally the same apparatus as a Ponzi scheme, but we tell you about it with a 300-page tiny printed booklet that you won't read. So, get yourself a Horton Card credit card. Go ahead and swipe it through machines till you owe us billions. Oh, is that too harsh? Oh, here. Hey, Laugh Machine, make the people feel better with your jokey words.
Hey, so you guys ever notice how Katy Perry is,
You feel better already, right?
Katy Perry's basically just Zoe Deschanel but gassier, so.
I'm Roger, by the way.
Yeah, so those are your credit card scams. The paperless, the cashback, celebrity endorsements, and there's probably 2 or 3 more hidden ones that I'm not aware of. And just as a sidebar, I remember watching a documentary quite some time ago about a credit card executive. Oh, you should have seen the place where he was living. You know, gold fittings everywhere, water fountains, an elaborate guest house, tennis courts, private pools. Stay tuned, we got more coming here. Let me get out of this screen and let me pause this thing so we can go to the next video.